Hello, dear students and
Hello.
parents and teenagers who are watching me. I want to welcome you, dear student.
Thank you, ma'am.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, ma'am.
Was this a different day for you? Some change in your
Yeah,
routine?
indeed.
So, I want to tell the audience when I'm in white, I'm actually like having a share for students because I'm a youth mentor and I want this generation to really prosper and be happy and empowered. They may do anyway, and that is this young leader also, as I identified, that because he motivates his friends and he himself has shown a lot of change, a tough change, not easy for adults, not easy for anybody. So, like, what was different today? Over to you.
Okay, so usually I would have an influx of thoughts, and I couldn't sleep at night, and that wasn't totally the problem. It was the main motivation to get up in the morning. Apart from school, after exams have been over, an average teen, what do they do? They just going to be like doing night outs, they're going to be sit time, and then at morning they're going to wake up at 10, 11 a.m. That was just typically me until today. And then today I finally enrolled into yoga, and then today I went for my first class, and it was really amazing because I do a lot of gym, and after gym, like when I did yoga, right, it was like releasing out all the pains, and then I could just feel the pain like coming out from different parts of my body. And when you wake up so early, right, just imagine it as if you're trying to go to school. Just keep yourself in that mindset. Just splash some water on your face, get ready with it, and go. Then it's going to be like super amazing. The results won't be regrettable because yoga and gym are a really deadly combo and will accelerate your life totally. Yep.
I'm going to do a separate session because this is so important. Gym is also important and yoga, yes, certainly. Did I pull you? Did I push you for yoga?
Yeah, a lot.
Would you like to say thank you to me?
Yeah, thank you.
Eh, this is just on a friendly note, on a happy note. And I'm pushing your father and mother also. Your father is also doing.
Yeah,
And he's doing in his 40s for the first time something of this sort.
yeah.
So now I want to talk to you about the changes in what do you feel like before 1 month we started the mentoring holistically with all of us working together. Do you think only the parent should work or only the child should work or all should
No,
work?
it should be mutual.
Just explain this more.
All right. So I'll tell you the difference between the month before we started working with mom and after we worked. So normally, my parents, they are pretty, they're like typical parents sometimes, and sometimes they're not. But what happens here is that they have a lot of trauma and childhood scars which they have deep within. It happens in every parent, and that we as children, when we're so occupied with ourselves and we're just thinking about ourselves and not zooming out and looking at the big picture, this really helps us because we can understand our parents furthermore, and seeing them, in a totally different angle, like seeing them as a child, that feels totally new. And when you see them like that, you feel good. At the same time, it might feel weird, but then at the same time you feel good. And you learn how to talk with your parents, because this is a connection point. This is like a social media between our parents and us. Over here we can convey to them and they can convey to us, and in return we neither sides of the party get triggered, and a peaceful establishment can be, a peaceful conversation can be established. And that's what happened in my case too. Over here my mom and dad, especially my mom, was like really angry, like short tempered, and over time now she has understood me, I have understood her.
We are not making any father or mother wrong. And here,
Yeah,
when you are sharing, nobody is allowed to judge, because I can
yeah,
vouch my life that everybody's life is my life and what you are sharing. Whether we say
yeah,
we are very good, but we deal the same. So here,
yeah.
judgment is not allowed to like judge anybody, because we this doesn't help. And judging your own self also, and listening is invited, and a huge respect is invited, that a student ninth grader is there who is creating beautifully relationships which is going to help everybody. Is everybody listening to me? This is going to help everybody. Please listen to him. Please listen to him. Over to you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, and that's like the gist of
So
it.
your mother was angry, short tempered, very busy, and
Yeah. And I'd say, in short, she couldn't manage her time well as her emotional well-being. And one minute. Yeah. And the same could be said with my dad. Like, he has a lot of work, but at the same time, he doesn't know when to take a break and all. And then slowly we're like teaching how to like slow down a little bit, enjoy life, and be more friendlier. And overall, this creates a nice, friendly bond amongst your family. Instead of there always being heat, arguments, and all of that, it feels good for a change. So yeah, that's about it.
so your father is an extreme workaholic, like successful a man is. So did
Mhm.
you see some miraculous change in your father? One, two, three.
Yeah, firstly, I've seen him like sticking to the principles which you've taught him more, ma'am, and then he has started smiling more. He's been talking a little more better to me, and also he's also understanding me. And then, when it's his mistake or something, he accepts it. There's a lot of changes in short.
So what
Everyone,
about his news? What about his news, which he used to do at night? What about his
oh yeah,
huge position? He had a huge position responsibility in some place which he has given up, and now he's no, this is a very big miracle which I see
yeah.
just in 1.5 months. So just tell about that more. News, this responsibility when it is there, so
So
he's less
basically,
burdened. Yeah.
since he's busy all the time, and when he comes at night, it's like a must for him to watch news. And every day for like many years, he's been watching news at night, like just before going to bed. And that, because news is all about controversies and arguments, it creates a negative effect in your brain. And when you go to sleep with that, it automatically triggers an angry mindset when you wake up. And especially, he had another, a heavy role as a secretary of an organization.
Companies. Yeah.
And based on that, he took excess stress which was not needed. And then we finally got him to leave all of that because it was not worth it. It was just taking a toll on his mental health and time. And a lot of family progress has been made by that. So yeah, it's
So
great for
do I
families.
monitor you daily, all three of you daily,
Yeah,
with whatever system I have, right? And
yeah.
let's see the progression. What I feel is slow, but it has to be permanent. It has to be
Mhm.
very slow, sweet, so that the brain really gets it. So, what are
Yeah.
the like some magical changes you saw in yourself, like before and after,
Hmm.
or your friends are seeing the changes in you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hanging out a lot with my friends nowadays, but
Let me remind you, when you came to me, you said you want to be more happier and you
yeah,
want to be less judgmental.
mm-hmm,
So, like less self critical, because you are a strong personality.
yeah,
So, tell me about your happiness quotient. Tell me about your judgment about your own self and others. So, do you see a change in routine, your eating habits? So,
yeah.
yeah, just tell me little more, like specifically.
Okay, so due to the daily trackers and stuff, I've learned a few tools how to not trigger my parents, and inculcating mindfulness, those tools which are honestly making my day better, and also some rituals to follow that strengthens the bond within the family. And yeah, overall my day before, it's more peaceful, it's less controversial, and we can agree on things faster, so it's more harmonious in short. Yeah.
Yeah. And what diet also? Okay, have you worked on some eating changes also?
A little bit.
Yeah. And this is also an area where you are working. And what about gadget de-addiction? We all
Now
realized
I
when you talk
realized
about gadget addiction, you felt
I
released in
realized
one
but
of the
then
sessions.
nothing changed much, and
Yeah.
we're still working
But
on that. Say.
because that session we have just that insight and happening has happened just 5 days before, so it's a well
Mm-hmm.
less period, right? But you felt
Mm-hmm.
released. So can you tell a little more about, because all students, even parents, everybody is gadget and social media addicted. So did you really see that how we are in social media and how we are with when we come to human beings? So there is a
Yeah.
difference. I want it from your mouth. And when you saw that so observantly, objectively, you just got click. Oh, I have to take care of this. Can you just explain that?
All right. So what happened basically was I was starting to feel insecure, and this might be the case with most teens, as when these filters like Snapchat and all of these apps have come over there, they have multiple filters, to enhance their beauty and all of that. But in short, when people are using so many filters and all of this, they get escalated to a higher level, and then they feel very superior. And then all of a sudden, when they come out of that fantasy and fiction, and when they come back to real life, they feel, they've dropped from that position, because they have, they felt so strong, they felt so beautiful, all of that. And all of a sudden, everything has been taken away from them. And now over here, when we can stop gadgets like more, and then we learn to accept ourselves, we learn to love ourselves, then we can truly unleash our potential. So yeah, that's about it.
So, do you feel handsome?
Yeah.
Do you love yourself?
Yeah.
Do you know you are a very strong personality and others would be weak in front of you? So, you will be more forgiving, accepting, and loving
Yeah.
towards them because you are
Hmm.
you. And now, question to you: who can change faster, the parents or the child?
The child.
Yeah, and you did that effort, which
Yeah.
was not easy. Was it easy?
No.
And did you ever think that somebody like me, like can do this in a short span of 1.5 months? The years of things happening.
Yeah.
You trusted that some this can be done in short
Yeah.
span. Thank
Hmm.
you so much for this trust. Now, my another question to you quickly is: do you think coming to a counselor like me or somebody, like coaching, being a coach or a mentor, is like some problem is there, or we are upgrading ourselves? What do you choose?
Ourselves.
Upgrading ourselves. That is what I want to shout out. It is not about anybody wrong or anybody bad here or anybody not good enough. It is
Yeah.
about upgrading our life with a professional through a professional training.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
any message to parents? This is last thing, and any message to students from you? Last thing, and we'll end this. And I love you. You know this.
Oh, yeah. So, for parents, the advice is, if you truly want to connect with your children, and as every parent hopes to give the best to their child, the first thing I think parents should establish is a bond with the children, where the children don't have to fear and hide everything from their parents, and at the end it becomes a huge meltdown, and then they come out all of it at once, and then the parents have a huge shock instant. I recommend they take it better slowly, dose by dose, so that they can also get used to it, they can help their child can help them. And also, advice to my fellow teens is that, because there's nothing like family. How much ever you fight, you're going to be coming back and you're going to live with them. So why not live it, with its best potential, best happiness, and have a great life. So yeah.
Yeah, so beautiful. And because you have contributed to others, I am 200% sure that God's blessing will be coming to you. They are on your way, they are reaching you. Be ready to accept it, receive them, because you are going to have an amazing life because you have contributed to, I don't know, thousands of people right now with your linguistic skills. And you have extraordinary linguistic skills. Yes or no? You know
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
And thank you for people who are watching this. And I hope you will not just listen to this talk, but you will act on what he has shared with you.